Stress, it's everywhere. In our work, our relationships, even in the endless flood of notifications on our phones. Life moves fast, and sometimes it feels like we're just struggling to keep up. But what if I told you that there's a way to slow things down without actually stopping? A way to reclaim your focus, calm your mind, and regain control, even in the most chaotic moments? That's where mindfulness comes in. Now, before you think, isn't that just meditation? Stick with me. Mindfulness isn't about sitting cross-legged on a mountaintop or emptying your mind completely. It's about being fully present, fully aware, and learning how to navigate stress in a way that works for you. And here's the best part. It's backed by science. Studies have shown that mindfulness can lower cortisol levels, improve mental clarity, and even rewire your brain for greater resilience. So, in this video, we're diving deep. We'll break down why stress affects us the way it does, how mindfulness can change that, and most importantly, practical techniques you can start using today. By the end, you won't just understand mindfulness. You'll know exactly how to use it to reduce stress, boost focus, and live a more balanced life. So, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Before we dive into mindfulness techniques, we need to understand why stress feels so overwhelming in the first place. Stress isn't just in your mind, it's in your body. When you're under pressure, your brain triggers the fight or flight response. It floods your system with adrenaline and cortisol, making your heart race, your muscles tense, and your thoughts spiral. Now, this reaction was useful for our ancestors. If a wild animal was charging at them, their bodies needed to react fast. But today, our stress triggers aren't life-threatening, yet our bodies react as if they are. A deadline at work, a heated argument, packed to-do list. Your brain perceives these as threats, even when you're safe. And the problem? We don't get a break. Unlike ancient times, where stress was short-lived, modern stress is constant. We carry it with us all day, from morning alarms to late-night worries. That's where mindfulness comes in. Mindfulness is about interrupting this automatic stress cycle. It teaches your brain to recognize stress without being overwhelmed by it. Instead of reacting on autopilot, you regain control. And the best part? It's trainable. Just like a muscle, your brain can strengthen its ability to stay calm, focused, and clear, even in stressful situations. So, now that we understand stress, let's talk about how mindfulness rewires your brain to handle it better. Now that we understand stress, let's get into the real work, how to break free from it using mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't about getting rid of stress completely. That's impossible. Instead, it's about changing your relationship with stress so it no longer controls you. Here are 3 powerful mindfulness techniques you can start using today. 1. The 5-4-3-2-1 grounding exercise. Great for moments of overwhelm. The next time stress hits, pause. Take a deep breath and slowly name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. This simple exercise shifts your focus away from racing thoughts and back into the present moment. It interrupts the stress response and brings you back to reality. 2. Box breathing, used by Navy SEALs to stay calm under pressure. This technique is perfect for anxiety and high-stress situations. It's called box breathing because it follows 4 equal steps. Keycap 1 inhale for 4 seconds. Keycap 2 hold for 4 seconds. Keycap 3 exhale for 4 seconds. Keycap 4 hold for 4 seconds. Repeat this cycle a few times, and you'll feel your heart rate slow down, your mind clear, and your body relax. 3. The name it to tame it method, a neuroscientist-approved trick. When stress takes over, label it. Instead of saying, "I'm freaking out," Try saying, "I feel anxious right now." This might sound simple, but studies show that when we name our emotions, we reduce their intensity. It shifts control back to the rational part of the brain, allowing us to respond instead of react. Now, these techniques work best when practiced consistently. But to truly make mindfulness a habit, we need to talk about something crucial: how to integrate it into your daily life effortlessly. And that's exactly what we'll cover next. Now that you have some powerful mindfulness techniques, let's talk about something even more important: how to make mindfulness a natural part of your daily life. Because let's be honest, it's easy to forget. Life moves fast. Stress sneaks in. And before we know it, we're back in autopilot mode, reacting instead of responding. So, how do we make mindfulness stick? The answer is simple: small, consistent moments of awareness. Here are 3 ways to integrate mindfulness seamlessly into your daily routine. One, mindful mornings. Start your day with intention. How do you start your day? Reaching for your phone? Scrolling through social media? That first moment sets the tone for everything that follows. Instead, try this. Sparkles before getting out of bed. Take 3 deep breaths. Sparkles set one simple intention for the day. Example: today, I will be patient with myself. Sparkles feel your feet on the ground as you stand up, fully present in that moment. It takes less than a minute, but this simple practice shifts your mindset from reactive to grounded and intentional. Two, the 1-minute reset mindfulness on the go. You don't need an hour-long meditation session to be mindful. In fact, you only need 60 seconds. Wherever you are, at work, in traffic, at the grocery store, pause for just 1 minute and do this. White heavy check mark, breathe deeply. White heavy check mark, observe your surroundings. White heavy check mark, feel your body. White heavy check mark, notice your emotions without judgment. This tiny practice interrupts stress cycles and brings you back to the present, right where life is actually happening. Three, mindful evenings. Unplug and reflect. At the end of the day, our minds are often cluttered with thoughts, worries, and distractions. That's why winding down mindfully is essential. Here's how. Crescent moon, turn off screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Crescent moon journal for 5 minutes. Write one thing you're grateful for. Crescent moon, take a few deep breaths before sleep, letting go of the day's stress. These small habits help rewire your brain for calmness and clarity, so you don't carry stress into the next day. Now, we've covered the what and the how of mindfulness, but there's one final crucial piece left. Why does this all matter? How can mindfulness transform your life on a deeper level? That's exactly what we'll explore in the final chapter. Now, let's take a step back. We've talked about what mindfulness is, how to practice it, and how to make it a daily habit. But let's ask a deeper question. Why does any of this truly matter? Because mindfulness isn't just about managing stress. It's not just about feeling calm in the moment. It's about changing the way you experience life. And when you practice mindfulness consistently, something incredible happens. Your mind, your emotions, and even your brain start to change. Let's explore the real, long-term benefits of mindfulness, the ones that have the power to transform your life from the inside out. One, a more peaceful mind, reducing anxiety and overthinking. If you struggle with overthinking, you know how exhausting it can be. Your mind jumps from one thought to another, replaying the past, worrying about the future. Feels endless. But mindfulness rewires your brain to break this cycle. Sparkle studies show that mindfulness meditation physically shrinks the part of your brain responsible for stress and fear, called the amygdala. Sparkles, it helps you observe your thoughts instead of getting lost in them. Sparkles, over time, you react less to stress and feel more in control of your emotions. Imagine waking up in the morning and feeling clear-headed. Imagine facing challenges without immediately spiraling into worry. That's the power of mindfulness. Two, stronger relationships. Being present with others. Have you ever had a conversation where the other person wasn't really there? They were distracted, thinking about something else, just waiting for their turn to talk? We've all been on both sides of that. But mindfulness teaches us something crucial. Sparkle's presence is the greatest gift we can give someone. When you're fully present with another person, listening without distraction, engaging without judgment, relationships deepen. People feel seen, heard, understood, and in turn, you create stronger connections, whether with family, friends, or even yourself. And the best part? Mindfulness doesn't just help in good moments. It helps you stay calm and compassionate during difficult conversations. 2. Three, increased happiness and life satisfaction. Let's be honest, we all want to be happier, but too often, happiness feels like something we're chasing. A goal, a future event, something we don't quite have yet. But mindfulness teaches us something different. Happiness isn't in the future, it's in the now. Sparkles, when you practice mindfulness, you learn to find joy in small, everyday moments. Sparkles, a simple cup of coffee, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of laughter. Sparkles, you stop waiting for happiness and start experiencing it in real time. And that shift changes everything, because mindfulness isn't about escaping reality. It's about fully living in it. So here's the truth. Mindfulness isn't just a practice. It's a way of life. It's how you find peace in the chaos. It's how you stay grounded in the present. It's how you reconnect with yourself and the world around you. And the best part? You don't have to be perfect at it. You just have to start. One breath, one moment at a time. Because the more you practice mindfulness, the more life itself transforms. Not someday, right now.